Hi guys, I know it's been 2 weeks you haven't seen me. Um, it was a hard 2 weeks. I mean, I came back bald, so you can't sue with me, right? We gotta talk about how Mina Sue and Subeen are not over, which we knew it. We knew it. This is not news. Let's get straight into episode 6 of Singles Inferno. Okay, so remember we ended with the Choi Mina Sue saying she's not gonna just sit around crying for some guy. She's going to move on and go with her other options because she's the Choi Mina Sue. So they're in the girls' room talking. Mina Sue was speaking to Minji saying she don't really think she's that interested into Sung Hae after she spoke to him, and she's interested in Hyun Woo now. All the girls, especially Minji, are like rolling their eyes because they're thinking, oh my gosh, she's gonna latch on to someone else now. Like, you can tell that Minji is over Mina Sue's BS. When she said she was over Sung Hae, I have to say I don't believe her. I do not think she's over Sung Hae. Maybe she didn't get as much chemistry as she expected, but I don't think she's over Sung Hae just yet. I'm not convinced. I don't believe you, Mina Sue. I don't. Then Joo Young said she's starting to be a little bit more interested in Hyunjae as she found out he speaks multiple languages. Even I was like, oh, cool. Wow, so he's handsome, talented, athletic. What can he not do? Wow, I hope she gives him a chance in Paradise to get to know him more, to find out if she actually could click with him more than she does with JJ. And another point I want to add about Mina Sue is she was told that the new girl's personality is similar to hers and overlaps. She definitely did not like to hear that. She was like, okay, nah. And there's can only be one Choi Mina Sue. So she's gonna make sure to work her way out of this comparison that she's getting from the new girl who just came. This girl is very competitive, I tell you. So we move on, there's still instances where Subeen is still taking care of his son, and every time he does something, you can see the camera panning to Mina Sue. She's still paying attention, but he also does seem like he's still aware. So they are aware of each other, which again makes me suspicious that Subeen is not being completely genuine with his son. As the day passes by, Mina seems to be feeling more and more down. The man and the man she's interested in is not giving her any attention. So her ego is definitely bruised. And who does she seek for comfort? Her best friend, Sung-hoon, who's always there to the rescue. And she was saying how she felt sick. She was even talking about how she fainted off camera because, they didn't show us that. And nobody seemed to care or notice. And she just feels like nobody cares about her. And she's so nice to everybody. She's so nice that she even lends people her clothes. And I'm thinking, who did Mina Sue lend her clothes to? Oh, I did see his son in a top that Mina Sue wore. I'm like, wow, that is a little bit messy. messy. His son, why are you taking your mate's shirt?
Wow.
Remember, she's your mate, okay? Wife. Mate. Only the Jamaicans would understand if there are Jamaicans in this. I think Jamaicans are watching me. Hi guys, don't forget to like the video. Alright, back to Mina Sue venting to her best friend Sung-hoon, who's just really there to hear her complain about another guy. Nah, Mina. You're not over Subeen, and it shows. You're even getting a heart take to the point where you're getting sick and fainting. Because mentally, if you're down, it can actually affect you physically. Yeah, the mind and the body is connected. Okay. Also, she even said, every time Sung Hae tries to talk to me, Minji, she's so hyper aware from Minji, because that's Minji's man technically, but not really. So she's worried about what Minji's gonna feel if she talks to Sung Hae. But I believe if she really likes Sung Hae, you wouldn't be so hyper focused on how Minji's feeling on a dating show. Because if you genuinely liked him, you would just want to show him and express your like for him. But because the like is not really genuine, that's why you might be so hyper focused on how Minji's reacting to you or looking at you. At first, I think she did like Sung Hae, but ever since Subeen came in the picture, she likes Subeen. And she's lying to herself that it's not Subeen, but I believe that it's really Subeen that she likes the most, because he's the only one that's making her react this much. I think she had a like for Sunghyun and she has an interest in Sunghyun, but it's nowhere near as strong as Subeen. And her interest in Sunghyun, for me, seems as if it's coming from her competition to win him over his attachment he has with Minji. That is how I'm interpreting it, at least. She's in the kitchen being consoled by Sunghoon, where she's like, do you think I'm ugly? Mina Sue, you know you're not ugly. That is why you've been acting the way you're acting. So you believe if a guy doesn't want to be with you over another girl, it's just because, oh my gosh, I'm ugly? Is it only looks that matters? No, your personality matters as well, okay? At this point, she's just trying to fish for compliments from Sunghoon. She did say, is my personality bad? And then, Sunghoon is gonna be like, no, I don't think anything is wrong with you, and definitely you're not ugly. She's just so used to getting what she wants. She just cannot understand how she's not winning over this guy as easy as she used to probably in the real world. That's why she's probably going off thinking, am I ugly? Wow, what's wrong? She cannot sit down and reflect, what did you do wrong, Mina? Why this guy's acting like that? Because he didn't just started acting like that out of nowhere. You did something. But it's like you're not even acknowledging where you were at fault. You're just thinking, oh, he finds me attractive, or am I that bad of a person? Self-reflection is good. So she was even crying. She was crying on Sunghoon's shoulder, trying to get some comfort from him, while he's still trying to weasel his way in there. But good luck, because I think you need so much of it, Sunghoon. I don't see. Yeah, I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you I don't see them working out in an actual relationship. Moving on, back to Paradise, they're giving us a flash of the dates that are happening between Egon and Yejin, and he was complimenting her, letting her know that he found her the prettiest, like she's the most his type, and he really likes her, but she's giving him nothing. She is giving him nothing in return. The interaction between them is so dry. Oh my goodness. This is not gonna work out. I think Yejin's guy is not on this island. She gives off such a mature vibe. Not to say the others are immature, but she seems like she has a particular taste in men that I don't see from these men. If there's any guy I would have matched her to, it would have been Subeen or even Sungmin, but it doesn't seem like they're attracted to each other, so it's not working out or happening. But Egon's not the one for her. So that day was nothing interesting to talk about in that date. Skipping over to the next day between the new girl, A-hun, and Jae-jin, Mr. Funny Guy. And it was actually a much more pleasant date to watch. They seem to have a lot in common, but at the same time, it didn't feel like there were more chemistry than him with Joo Young. For that reason, I'm thinking this may not go anywhere, just because Joo Young's still in the picture, unless Joo Young decides to give Hyunjae a chance. Okay, so we get a scene with Mina finally talking to her new crush, Hyun-woo, right? So she's starting the conversation saying, you're very popular amongst the girls, and I wonder if you could give me some solid advice. And I'm like, okay, that's an interesting way to shoot your shot. Okay, she has her tactics. She doesn't want to be too direct about it. He actually says that the guys, he was like, you need advice? You're doing so good. All the guys find that how you are yourself to be so attractive. And that gave her a confidence boost. She was like, really? It's like when you give her a confidence boost, instead of the conversation going this way, it starts going the other way. Then she starts complaining about Subeen and his son. And I'm like, oh my goodness. You are trying to get to know Hyun-woo, right? But now you're again complaining about another guy to Hyun-woo. So this is proving again how much you are so into Subeen. You cannot even have a conversation without bringing it back to Subeen's situation. Hyun-woo was telling her, if you want something, go for it. But she says, yeah, but I want to talk to Sung-hil, but then there's Minji, and then Subeen, but then there's Hee-sun. So pretty much all the guys that she wants is wrapped up with another woman, and it's making her hesitate to do what she got to do. And he's like, don't let those people change you from the goal. Go straight. First he was like, what do you want? You want this juice or that juice? She says, yeah, but what if I want to taste this juice too? Then he's like, then just taste it. He's saying, do whatever you want. Just do it with confidence and don't hesitate or hold back do what you gotta do. That's my interpretation of his advice to her. I'm like, is this advice that Mina needs to hear though? Is she going to receive this advice and apply it the correct way? Because she has a problem with being all over the place. I gotta tell her, what's the one thing you like the most? Only focus on that one thing you like the most. And if that thing rejects you, then move on to the next thing. But you can't have them all, regrettably, Mina Sue. Okay? You might have to move to another country where it's a standard to have them all. I can say that end of the conversation, Hyunwoo was not chanted by the Mina Sue. He's still very much hung up on Go-hoon. So nothing romantic sparked with that conversation. So we can dead Hyunwoo from the conversation, right? That's what I thought. But then in the confessional, she's saying he's her number one choice now. This girl is a comedian. She's made for reality TV because ain't no way she's being serious. You have to laugh. And now this is her current list. Hyunwoo, Sunghoon, and Sunghil. And yet the one guy you keep talking about is Subeen, and you're acting like he's not on the top of the list. He's probably at the, you know what? You know you have class A, B, C. He's probably class S. That's why she's not mentioning him. Because S stands for Subeen. Yeah, that just came off the dome. So they give us another scene again in the kitchen, and again it's the same thing. Hee-sun and Subeen sit next to each other. Subeen taking care of Hee-sun, Mina Sue watching and being annoyed. Not much there, but it's nobody's making a move to say anything to the other person so far. Back in the girls' room, Minji's like Mina Sue is talking to Minji, saying she really do want to get to know Sunghil. So I guess she's trying to, in her own way, ask her for her permission to talk to him. You can see that Minji's uncomfortable, but I believe she was pretty much saying, hey, I can't stop you from doing what you want to do. So do what you want to do. What timing? I'm wondering if the producers told him to call her, but right then, Sunghil is calling Mina Sue. I'm like, wow, this has to be planned or scripted. How is he calling her right when she was just talking? Or is it just the editing? It's probably just some editing. I don't know, man. But that's too coincidental for me. This girl, Mina Sue, gets up. She was just talking to the girl, asking her, hey, can I get to talk to your guy, basically. She gets up and Naruto runs out of the room. Like, because she was so happy that the girl's man is calling her to have a chat with her. Naruto runs out of the room. I'm like, wow. You are being so selfish and inconsiderate of... Yeah, she's not married to the guy. It's technically not really her man, but you don't have to be like so excited that her man is calling you to chat. Sheesh, some decorum, some demure. Because Go-hoon is essentially also interested in more than one man. Probably 3 at this point. But why nobody's talking about Go-hoon? Because she's doing it with demure and class, and you're a bit too... a little immature with how you're doing it. I guess you could say there's no... Everyone should be able to do things however, we live in a society where you can't just do anything anyway all the time. Some consideration has to be taken in for the other person if you care about them. Now, if you don't care, then that's fine. Make it known to them that you don't care. But I'm also wondering, if you don't care about this girl, why are you always talking to her and trying to befriend her and getting advice from her if you don't care about her? Then if you don't care about her, you don't need to relate to her or talk to her. Just let her be. I found that to be selfish of what Mina Sue did. It was funny, but it was selfish. I did chuckle, but it was selfish. Keep doing what you're doing though. You're making this show entertaining. They're real people with feelings, but they're behind the camera, so it becomes a show for us who are watching. There could also be some acting in there, to be honest. I think they're getting paid. Alright, so we got to see a little conversation that Sunghil and Mina had. It wasn't very long. He was pretty much just telling her, hey, I'm open to getting to know you. I'm not convinced on just me and Minji being a thing just yet. So I do want to get to know you. And she pretty much is saying because of Minji's feelings, she cannot move forward just yet. But that conversation that they had was just to tell each other that, hey, let's pick each other for paradise. That's how I kind of took that. You know, I really took it as, let's get to know each other where Minji's not around to be watching our every move. Which the best place to do that is paradise, and I wouldn't be mad if they do it. I think they need to get to paradise to get over whatever this lingering thing is. Similar to Subeen and his son. Go to paradise, get over this feeling. Is it real? Is it not? Because if it's holding you back to not know if it's real or not, I don't know if it's the age or the profession is gonna make you change your mind, or just the to be relaxed or away from everybody else. I think it's more about being away from everybody else that makes paradise so nice. It's not just the age and profession. It's like it's just you two in a place and you're eating good food, you're getting dopamine. I can see these two need to go to paradise. Actually 3, 4. There's 4 people I need to pair up and go to paradise to get it over with, so we can then get to the real nitty-gritty of who we really want to be with now. Okay? Alright, so the paradise couples are back, and they show Go-hoon expressing that she missed Sungmin when he was gone, so it made her realize that she really does have feelings for him. I'm like, oh, okay, cute. Now we get to the challenge of the day. It's a one-on-one strength battle, so they're supposed to get the flag at the end of each person's section. They're in a pool of water that's to the knees. So for the guys, they're more than likely gonna wrestle each other to prevent each other from getting each other's flag before a certain time. Whoever grabs the other person's flag first wins, and the prize is to get fried chicken that they're probably gonna be giving to their girls. This is not just about the fried chicken, it's about egos, it's about pride, it's to prove who's the real man or who's strong, who's got the determination. And Sungil showed up in this challenge. Oh wow, he is a go-getter. He is a fighter. When he's serious and set his mind on something, he goes for it. And you know who else is like that? Hyunjae. These girls are sleeping on Hyunjae. He was impressive that he really is something else. But the truth is, Hyunwoo is just so elite athletically. He's not just athletically elite, he's actually smart too. He just beats all of the guys. Like, the only person that gave him a small challenge where he had to actually use more of his brain than his strength was Sungil. I'm like, wow, so you're smart too? I can't wait to see you go to paradise with Go-hoon is what I thought. So the winner of this one-on-one challenge was Hyunwoo, and he picked Go-hoon for his chicken date. And then second place was Sungil. Because of the conversation Sungil had with Mina earlier and the anxiety of, is he gonna pick Mina this time? She's probably gonna feel embarrassed if he picks Mina. She's probably gonna feel disappointed. She's probably gonna feel rejected. She's having a lot of thoughts and emotions on, is he gonna pick me? Or is he gonna pick Mina? And then the way Mina was going on when she saw the guys acting all sexy, she was like, oh wow, Sungil is sexy, whoa, Hyunwoo, wow, like, and the girls are feeling a little intimidated because again, she's an attractive girl, and imagine this attractive girl is just talking about how sexy your man or the guy that you're interested in is. You're gonna be a little on your toes a little. So I got the anxiety from Minji, but oh gosh, she was so anxious, it looked like she was about to cry. And right when Sungil was about to say his pick is, the episode finishes. And we're gonna go to episode 7 to complete the rest of what was happening in that episode and more. I hope you guys stick around. I do apologize for the delay. Life happened, but don't worry, I will end this series. If it's the last thing I do, it will be ended. It might not be perfectly on schedule, but it will be out there. Just if you keep liking the video, sharing, or even commenting, it shows me that someone, more than 20 or 40 of you, care to support and want to see more. And as such, it motivates me to put out more content like this. And I am going to finish it, even if it's just for me and the 10 people that are watching and the 3 people that likes the video. Anyway, thank you if you got to the end. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.